The betting, the not so much anymore, is more down to my own fault. I need to get studying again to get the edge back. But yeah, it's a great product. I love the exchange. It's really, in my opinion, one of the better bookmakers, if not the best bookmaker out there.
Moving along to race number 2, which will be the start of the place accumulator at Hollywoodbets Greyville on Sunday. It is a maiden plate for fillies and mares over the 1600 meter trip. 1 is the off time for race number 2. We've got a rerun for you, that of Elusive Bell, when finishing 6th on debut, and then an interview with trainer Gallop Preview.
Side. Flight maneuver at the 300 meter. Joy to the World. Lady Greensleeves on the inside. Minogue's trying to put it together. Electra Green. But it's flight maneuver past the 200 meter marker by 2 or 3. Running on from behind us. Elegant Act. Minogue's getting into the race late. Flight maneuver the leader, and Minogue's now taking off, and so is Lady Greensleeves. Minogue though got up to win at flight maneuver. Elegant Act's involved with Lady Greensleeves.
Rosy Future, she's a slow developing filly that wants to go over 2,400 meters, so it'll just be a Brennan run. We're battling to get weight on her. She's now starting to do better. She's going to need the race.
Race number 2, your market has got number 1, Nightingale's Sing, at the top of the board. She has drifted from an opening quote of 18-10 out to 5-2. Nonoti is at 7-2. Perfectly picked 4-1. Kylie's Angel has been the runner that has attracted support. 14-1 into 8-1 out of a Giant Causeway mare, so she's gonna love the extra trip. 8-1 about Elusive Bell, who we saw run 6th on debut, and then it's 10-1 and better by those. Now, it's a race where I've gone wide in the start of the place accumulator. It's a type of race where I think you could get a bit of a result. Now, number 1, she's a horse that she's nicely bred, and she's bred for the distance. So the fact that she's stepping out from a 1 draw, 1600 meters, Atandiwa Mkutwa has selected to ride this filly, would obviously say that she does show something back at home, and the yard are hoping for a forward performance from her. Number 2, Kylie's Angel. I haven't included her in the play. Her debut run was a poor performance. The horse that ran 2nd in the form of Minogue has come through to win, but that's about it from that form to speak of. I think number 4, Elusive Bell, could certainly offer some value. Ignore her last start, 14 out of 14 draw. She just never got into contention. She's got a 4 draw, and just based on her debut run where she was ridden with the hands throughout, and she made up some nice headway, finishing 3 lengths off them. I think from a good draw, over 1600 meters, I think this filly will run a much better race for Louis Courson. Nonoti, what you see is what you get. She's a horse that is battling in the maiden rank. She's had 17 starts to get it right. She hasn't managed to do so. Number 7, Alpine Girl, I think at 10-1 in the market. She's a runner that we need to include, because Paul Laftia has been of the opinion that once this filly goes over 1600, we'll see the best of her. And she's out of a Daylami mare, Tale of Love. 2 runs over 1,000 meters. Have probably just been come-on runs. Now steps up in trip to 1,600 meters. So it is quite a step up in distance for her. And at 10-1 in the market, I think she could make huge improvement, even though she hasn't run beyond the strongest of fields in her first 2 starts. Perfectly picked, can continue to improve, and I think that's probably just about the race. But yeah, 1, 4, 5, 7, 10, 1, 4, 5, 7, 10, the numbers that I've included in leg number 1 of the place accumulator. Warren, how do you see this race unfolding? Are you in the camp of, which horse are you in the camp of? Because I don't think it's quite cut and dry.
Yeah, it's not cut and dry at all, and you and I are poles apart. We're very different in the second race. We were just about spot on in race 1. Race 2, it's not the case, but that's all right. It's all about opinions. Nightingale's Sing. Now, these 2 horses that are first-timers from the Gareth Van Zyl stable, 2 first-timers. The one that runs in the first race, they've poured the money on. The one in the second race, open 5-2, around 5-2, is firm at 5-2. As I said, we're recording a day before. So at this point in time, the money's for the one first-timer, not for the other. So we take that into consideration. Not to say that there might not be money as we get closer to race time for Nightingale Sing. So I'm on the fence with her. Nonoti, as you say, what you see is what you get. She's taking her time to get it all right, but she'll get it right one of these days. Perfectly Picked, that's the one that's the same for you and I, because I like Perfectly Picked. So do you. You've got it in your numbers. She's a filly that I think is going to just get better and better. She'll love the 1,600 metres. In fact, I think she can win over the 1,600 metres. And then number 12, Diamondia. Forget the last start. She behaved badly on the way to the start. She was sweating. She gave Serena Woodley a hard time, and she ran accordingly. So ignore that start. Draw a line right through it. If you base your judgment on her penultimate start when finishing 5th to Sign of Fate, if she overcomes the draw, she could be the value in the race. But as Raheel said at the top of the preview, a very difficult race. You can hear our numbers are completely opposite, barring number 10. So load up and include as many as your budget will allow.
It's Donovan Everett from Cape Racing, and I'd just like to say it's an absolute pleasure to be involved with Intrabet and Cape Breeders in this golf day today here at Pearl Valley. It's fantastic for the industry to see all the relevant stakeholders coming down and having a good time and networking, and it's exactly what the industry needs right now in terms of moving forward and recreating some positivity to take us forward into the next year.